One day in the jungle, a black ant was carrying a walnut. At the same time, a bug was carrying a cherry. Just then, some red ants came along and snatched the cherry from the bug and quickly ate it. Soon, the red ants noticed the walnut. They started walking toward it and took the walnut away, leaving the black ant standing there helplessly, just watching. After that, the black ant brought a small stone and used it to cross over some water. Then she quietly followed the red ants. The red ants were trying hard to crack the walnut open, but they were struggling. The black ant was secretly watching them, and suddenly she got an idea. When the red ants hit the walnut with a stone, it suddenly sank into the ground. What they didn't know was that the black ant had already dug a tunnel underneath. The walnut rolled through the tunnel and reached the black ant. In the end, the black ant happily carried the walnut home. It was a freezing winter day, Christmas morning in full chill. On a dry old tree hung a shriveled apple, and inside it, a tiny caterpillar was fast asleep. But suddenly, the apple fell to the ground and broke open. The poor caterpillar lost his cozy home and started shivering in the cold. Looking for warmth, he crawled toward a nearby house. Through the glass window, he saw a glowing fireplace inside. Just then, his friend, a little fly, arrived too. Both were freezing but excited to see the warm fire. Suddenly, the doorbell rang. The man living in the house opened the door and saw the dried apple lying outside. Thinking it was just trash, he picked it up and threw it into the dustbin inside the house. But guess what? The caterpillar and the fly were hiding inside that apple. Once the man left, they quietly crawled out of the bin and moved toward the fireplace. The fly found a piece of chocolate candy, and the caterpillar found a brand new warm home near the fire. If you like this cute caterpillar and his little fly friend, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more adorable stories. One day, a little black ant was carrying an olive from the dining table. When she reached near a flower pot, she made a tiny sound, and suddenly, a small hole opened in the pot. All the ants went inside, carrying the olive with them. They were storing their food for later. Once everyone entered, the hole closed again. But a group of red ants had seen everything. They hid behind the pot, waiting for a chance to steal the food. As they tried to sneak closer, one black ant guarding the pot spotted them. She quickly began dragging the flower pot away to safety, and the red ants followed her. The black ants carried the pot into another room and locked the door behind them. The red ants didn't give up. They even scared away a nearby cat and found another way to reach the black ants' pot. But when they finally got there, they found only one olive left. Furious, the red ants realized the black ants had already taken the rest of the olives away, safely hidden in a shoe. The spider, the fly, and the magic cane. Once upon a time, in a beautiful garden full of flowers, there lived a little spider. When suddenly, buzz buzz, a fly zoomed in. The spider's eyes lit up. Lunch time, she thought, and whoosh, she jumped down to catch the fly. But the sneaky fly was too fast. It zipped away and accidentally flew straight into a weird shiny cane lying on the ground. The spider chased after it and jumped in too. Poof! Both of them popped out the other end, right in the middle of a busy road. It turns out that the cane was a teleportation cane. The fly buzzed off again, and the spider chased her straight back into the cane. This time, whoosh, they ended up floating in outer space. The fly was having fun. I'm flying among the stars. But the spider was like, no web, no gravity, new. Still, the spider wouldn't give up. She jumped back into the cane after the fly, and zap, they popped out again, right into a swimming pool. The fly easily flew away, laughing. The poor spider? She floated in the middle of the pool, stuck in the magic cane, yelling.
One day, a group of ants stole a cell phone from the beach and tried to carry it back to their home. While taking it inside, the phone got stuck at the entrance. Somehow, they managed to pull it into their nest and placed it in one spot inside. All the ants gathered around and stared at the phone. Suddenly, a call came in, and the phone started ringing. The ants loved the sound of the ringtone and stood there listening happily. As soon as the call disconnected, the ringtone stopped, and the ants went back to their work. The next day, whenever a call came, all the ants would immediately stop their work and run toward the phone. After the call ended, they would return to their tasks. This kept happening again and again. But after a few days, the phone's battery died and the phone turned off. When the ants realized it no longer made any sound, they picked it up and threw it into the junk storage room.
One day, a little bug wakes up and starts walking around. As he looks around, he notices two insects sitting on a tap, romancing each other. The bug watches them carefully. Then, when they fly away, his eyes fall on the ground, where two more insects are busy romancing. Even the flies sitting on the trash can are cuddling with their partners. The bug observes all this with great attention. Feeling inspired, he decides to go find a partner for himself. First, he thinks a cherry looks attractive. Then he climbs onto a red ball. After that, he approaches a big bug, but the large bug scares him away. Just then, our little bug finally finds a potential partner, but suddenly another bug shows up, and now the two bugs start racing to win her. In the end, a third bug appears out of nowhere and wins the competition. Meanwhile, the first two bugs keep racing all night like fools, not realizing the partner is already gone. In a dense jungle, heavy rain was pouring down. To protect itself from the rain, a spider was sitting inside a small hole, but the cold was intense, and the spider began to shiver. After the rain finally stopped, the spider came out and climbed back onto its web, hoping an insect would get trapped because it was extremely hungry. Soon, a fly flew into the web and got stuck. As the spider rushed to catch it, the spider suddenly sneezed due to a cold and fell down from the web. Struggling but determined, the spider climbed back up again. This time, just as it was about to grab the fly, it sneezed once more. The web started shaking up and down, almost like it was made of rubber. The spider grabbed onto a small stone to steady itself, but the stone was lifted into the air along with the spider by the bouncing web. When the spider fell back down, the stone dropped right onto it. In the end, as the spider tried one last time to reach the fly managed to free itself from the web and escape. The spider was left behind, cold, injured, and still hungry. It hit like and subscribe for more videos. One quiet afternoon, on a lonely road, a fly was driving her little bus full of other flies. Everyone was chilling, buzzing around, having a good time. But then, out of nowhere, a sneaky spider spotted them. The spider licked her lips and thought, "That looks like lunch on wheels." So she jumped into her bright yellow car, because apparently spiders drive now, and started following the fly bus. The fly noticed the spider's car coming up fast in her mirror. "Not today, Satan." She floored the gas pedal, and suddenly it was like Fast and Furious. Insect drift. The bus was flying down the road, literally. The spider got angry. She hit the gas and rammed right into the back of the fly's bus. But the fly didn't stop. Nope. She just kept speeding forward like a true action hero. That made the spider even madder. She pulled up right next to the bus, glaring at the fly with all 8 of her eyes. She swerved, hit the spider's car. The yellow car crashed into a rock, bounced once, and landed straight into a massive pile of cow poop. A cow standing nearby just stared at the mess, chewing grass like, "Bruh." Meanwhile, the fly and her crew buzzed away happily, thinking they just won the ultimate road battle. But fate's got a sense of humor because at the end of the day, no matter how far a fly goes, her destiny is always the poop.